What's up everybody, and today we're doing something a little bit different. As you can tell, I am not in my usual place. I have a different mic, I have a different setup. I am actually in my mum and dad's house over in Manchester, and recently me and my brother, who's here, who's in the last few videos, we went and took a trip to the Games Workshop, and we basically got my start of, how can I word this, my beginning journey in Warhammer, or at least in miniature painting, because I've got a few other things that I want to show you as well. So I thought I'd just do this video quickly to kind of show you what I've bought, what I've started with, and then hopefully we're going to have another video up in the next few days of, or maybe in a week or so, of me actually painting a model with my dad, who is a really good painter. He's really good. He paints like busts of things. I'll show you some of that stuff in the next video. But for now, I want to quickly just go over some of the stuff I've bought, especially because with me, it's going to be a little bit different. I don't really have the room to buy a massive army because I'm going to be traveling the bus. For those of you who don't know, me and my wife are converting a US school bus and traveling in the United States. So the amount of room I do have has to be condensed, and I have to be able to travel with what I'm going to use. So let me go ahead and show you how I'm going to do that. Firstly, I got this, which is the skirmish box. I think it's called the skirmish box. It's the smallest one they do. It's got 2 levels of foam inside of it, and I'm going to use both levels for one for miniatures and the other one for paints underneath it. But this is basically what everything I'm going to have for my Warhammer experience to start with is going to be in, especially because I still need to travel back to the US tomorrow, not tomorrow, the day after. I really don't want to go back, but we're going back, and I need to be able to secure all this stuff I've bought in a nice, neat, tidy box. This is what it's going to be. It's the Citadel. I think it's called the Skirmish box, and it costs about £35 if you're in the UK. So let's start with paints, and for you Warhammer nerds, like I hopefully will be one day, you might be able to guess what I'm going to paint if I name off the paints I'm going to go ahead with. With that being said, the way we figured out what paints we're going to have, we use the Citadel Color app. There's an app on your phone. It looks like kind of like that logo there. This is the box they give you. It's a buy 10 paints, get 1 free. So I did that because we actually needed 11 paints for the figures that I'm using. So it's called the Citadel Color app, I think it is. And basically I put in what figures I'm going to use, and it told me what paints I need to get them to battle ready. So I'm going to name off the paints right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paints and 4 shades. I have Abaddon Black. Is that how you pronounce that? Abaddon Black. I'm gonna be so bad at pronouncing all these. Steven's gonna be laughing behind the camera. Bugman's Glow. Celestra Grey. Zandri Dust. Zandri Dust, is that how you say it? Castellan Green. Gonna be using that one a lot. Steel Legion Drab. Is that a B? Yeah, it's a B. Drab. Base Lead Bleacher. Sounds kind of gruesome. And then we've got 4 shades. We've got Reclaimed Flesh Shade. Reclaimed? Is that how you say that? Reclaimed? R-E-I-K-L-A-N-D. Reclaimed. We got Agrax Earthshade. Where did they come up with these names? Null Nile. And then Stirland Mud. That's what we've got for shades and paints. Quite a few to start off with, actually, to say that I'm a beginner. We also did take a little cheeky trip to a place called Element Games. It's actually called Element Games, and we picked up some kind of like grass and shrub. This is for the base of my figures. Okay, Element Games, what a place! They literally have everything. It's in Stockport. Highly recommend it if you're in the area. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, with that, I also bought some brushes. My dad recommended these to me. I got a small dry brush, a medium layer brush, a medium shade brush, and a small base brush. So 4 brushes to start with. I have honestly no idea why I need so many brushes, but my dad said I do. I also picked up this cool little handy dandy thing, which I had one in the US when I painted live on Twitch. So this is going to help hold the figurine thing while, what do I call them? Figurines? Models? It's models, right? Steve's just like in the background. This is going to hold the models while I paint them. Oh, and they gave me a fancy coin. I guess this is some limited edition coins they're giving people every month, I think they said, collectible coins. So that's really cool. So, on to the figures. I've got a box of 10 miniatures, a box of 1 miniatures, and then 2 cool little side projects that I'm doing that I'm going to show you at the very end. So, the thing I'm going to be starting to collect is Astra Militarium. Can you see that okay? This is the new set. They recently just came out with a new set. Plenty of customization. If I'm looking, there's some hats, but I don't see many berets in it. I'm hoping to kind of give it a Royal Marine theme, but we'll see. I'm probably going to go mostly with the colours that they have on here. Cadian Shock Troops. This is the new box apparently. New models or something, or more customization. Anyway, he told me it's a great set. So this is going to be my primary army and my primary set to start off with. Very, very excited to start looking at them, opening them up and painting them. That cost £29. £29. Now, when I was looking at all this stuff and I was telling to, I think his name was it Joe? Joe in the Manchester Games Workshop. You're a legend. Thank you for helping us so much. They told us about store anniversary miniatures. When it's an anniversary for a store, they get a miniature kind of like limited edition, and only that store gets it, which I think is fantastic. And it so happened to be an Astra Militarium, and it's Sergeant Ripper Jackson. Check that out. Bandana. She looks absolutely awesome. So that was kind of like a little side one that I got. £21. Very excited to paint that. However, I think I'm going to practice painting with the other ones first, and this might be like a special one for me down the line at some point, because I think it's a really cool figure. With that being said, I don't really have any intentions on playing the game just yet. Obviously, I don't have enough figures. Plus, we're traveling and there's a lot of other stuff going on. So, playing the game itself is going to be kind of hard. But I'm very excited. This is my first kind of dipping my toes into my own army. Very excited to get into the Astra Militarium. I want to learn more about the lore. With that being said, I did get a few little side projects today. These are not Games Workshop Warhammer. These are not something that I'm going to play, or at least I have no intention of playing anytime soon. But I'm very excited to paint them because you all know how much of a Star Wars fan I am. Star Wars Legion. I got a Luke Skywalker and a Boba Fett. Check that out. So very excited to paint that in my own time in the near future. I don't know if I'll do a video on that. That's something that I'm just excited to kind of do in my own time. But other than that, that's everything I got. Quite a bit of stuff. I think I spent roughly about, it was about £140, I think it was, together with the box, all the paints, brushes, the little holder thing, the Sergeant Ripper Jackson and the base models. I think it came to about £140. But overall, I'm very excited to get into Warhammer. This is my first time really dipping my toes in. I've had little starter paint sets, but that didn't really like scratch that itch I really wanted to pick an army and get into it, guys. So this is it. This is it. I'm hoping this is the first of many Warhammer videos in the near future. And if you do enjoy this type of video where I'm talking more and doing my own thing rather than just reacting, please press the like button because it shows me that you enjoy it, and I will do more of it in the near future. But for now, members, I love you. I couldn't do this without you. I honestly couldn't make videos every single day if it wasn't for you, members. So thank you for supporting the channel as much as you do. I truly, truly appreciate it. Links down below to all of my socials. You can catch up on my travels down there. Also, a link down below to my 2 YouTube channels. OriginalHuman Geek, where we play D&D. It's a ton of fun. If you're not over there watching us play D&D, go and check that out. And then OriginalAdventures, where you can see the vlogs of me and my wife converting a school bus and traveling the United States. Until next time, guys, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.